The conflict between Israel and Iran could soon hit you at the petrol pump and might even affect your mortgage repayments. It all comes down to a patch of ocean roughly as wide as the distance between Perth and Rottnest. The Strait of Hormuz lies between Oman and Iran, and at its narrowest point is just 33 k's across. Iran has, over the years, threatened to cut it off. And when they aren't threatening, they're supplying weapons to the Houthis, who are attacking oil tankers. Roughly 21 million barrels of oil pass through this strait. That's about a fifth of the world's oil consumption. So, joining the dots, less supply equals more demand and higher prices. In case you were wondering, for every dollar the price of crude oil goes up, it adds 1 cent to the price at the bowser. And some experts are now predicting that price could rise above $2 a litre. Unfortunately, if the cost of oil goes up, energy costs across the economy also rise, and it quickly becomes an inflation issue. And we all know who hates inflation.
But inflation is still above our target, and it's proving to be sticky.
The RBA could then hit pause on dropping interest rates any further, which is just another reason why we should all be hoping the conflict in the Middle East is resolved as quickly as possible. So after all of that hype, the much ballyhooed first meeting between Anthony Albanese and Donald Trump didn't happen on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Canada.
President Trump is coming back tonight from the G7 summit in Canada, citing the conflict in the Middle East as the reason.
Okay, Katina, are we calling this a snub, or are we going to give the US president the benefit of the doubt?
Yes, he's snubbed Anthony Albanese, but he's also snubbed a bunch of other leaders who he was also due to meet with tomorrow, including India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, I think the Mexican leader, the South Korean leader. You know, he had a whole suite of meetings tomorrow, Donald Trump, that he's just walked out on. I think really we can chalk this down to, you know, Australia is a middle power. We like to think we run with the big dogs, but we don't really when it comes to things like war in the Middle East.